in West Garo Hills district, adjacent to the vast plains, in an otherwise hilly region, the Mans of erstwhile Burma form an integral part of an ethnically composite culture. The word Man literally means Burmese migrant. Around the first decade of the 19th century, with the connivance of Badon Chandra Borphukan, who got into a family dispute, the Mans attacked Assam. The Mans, who were a hostile group of people, attacked Assam thrice, plundering and ravaging everything on their way. Their indomitable courage, coupled with enviable fighting skills, completely demoralized their opponents, the Assamese, who were severely defeated. In the attempt to occupy Assam, the Mans were up against the formidable British troops, who by then had made deep inroads into Assam. The two fought a fierce battle in Bikrampur in the year 1824, where the Mans were heavily defeated and brought to submission. Undaunted, the Mans again fought the Britishers but received the same fate. The Mans eventually capitulated as they sent a Buddhist monk with a peace treaty. Colonel Richard agreed to the peace proposal, and consequently, as it turned out, some Mans left for Burma while the rest decided upon staying under the domain of the British. As time passed by, the Mans gradually became a part of the Indian Federation. Having entered their present habitat, nearly 2 centuries back, the Mans completely forgot their own language. They now converse in a dialect that's a union of Assamese and Bengali languages.
আমি তো মান ভাষা হলেও আমার হি আগৰ মান নাই
We have completely forgotten our Man language. We speak neither Garo, nor Hajong, nor Assamese, nor Bengali. Ours is a mixed dialect.
তেনেকুৱা মিছলীয়া ভাষা
Being primarily cultivators, the Mans have houses made of bamboo, canes and straw. They exquisitely weave clothes of various texture by means of the indigenous loom, which is a common sight in every household. In a Man family, it is essential for every girl to know weaving. Since more or less they have acquired Assamese culture and values, their costumes therefore bears some semblance with the one the Assamese women wear. Their ornaments, so distinct, have a rich taste of ingenuity and artistry. Basketry is a widely practiced art, as they have to meet domestic as well as market requirements. As most of them are village dwellers and where literacy is wafer thin, this native skill is becoming a worthwhile profession, as commercial demand for the products is swelling by the day. A Man family is a close-knit one, where residence is traced through the sun. The Mans, through the ages, have deposited various duties of the household, including the ownership of property on the male child. The marriage ceremony as performed by the Mans bears close resemblance with the traditional Assamese marriage of the Hinduized community. Because after being defeated by the British, some Mans left for their home while others stayed back. The latter, upon deciding to tie the nuptial knot, married the neighboring coach Assamese, Hajong and Bengali because they were in an alien land with no known faces of the Man women. Assamese having the major influence on all these tribes, the Mans, through the ages, adopted the Assamese form of marriage, a part of the rich cultural heritage of Assam. The Mans, who belong to the Hinayana sect of Buddhism, worship the image of Lord Buddha. History has it that there was a time in those days when the Mans stopped practicing their religion because all the connections with their native country were severed after having settled in the Garo Hills. Word spread that some Mans are residing in the Garo Hills, and as a result, Bhikshus from Burma came and gave them sermons on Buddha and reminded them of their duty. Keeping with the tenets of Buddhism, the Mans follow the Panchashila, which is the 5 principles of Buddhism, and that a devout Buddhist should selflessly practice during his lifetime. The main religious center, the Buddha Vihar, could be found in every village. Festivals form an integral part of every Man who participates in the annual Bihu with great pomp and vigor. Like the Assamese, they celebrate the Bohag Bihu to mark the dawn of a new year, and when they feast on the rice from the newly harvested paddy, it is called Mag Bihu. Boys and girls sing and dance in merriment to enliven the occasion. They have their own village council to look after the law and order of the village. The Gaon Bura, or the village headman, presides the meeting of the village council and passes jurisdiction by punishing the guilty with fines. Though old in its way of functioning, it helps to maintain peace and harmony in the village. With a population of around 1500, the Mans today are possibly the smallest tribe who are primarily distributed among 6 villages of West Garo Hills district.
We have only 15 matriculates amongst us. Literacy is very low.
লৰাৰ ভিতৰত কি জানো 15 জন 20 জন মান হ'ব পাৰে মেট্ৰিক পাছ কৰা।
Though to them, education stands as an impediment in their path to progress and prosperity, the Mans are hopeful that their progeny will one day uphold the values of education and bring them recognition and glory.
মই এটাই ভাবিছিলো যে আমাৰ মান সম্প্ৰদায় এনেকৈ এটা পিছপৰি আছে মানে ইলিটারেট পারসন।
I have been telling my people that education is important.
আমাৰ সম্প্ৰদায়ৰ ভিতৰতে লেখা পঢ়াটো অলপ ভালকৈ কৰিব লাগে।
One day, they came as invaders, demolishing their rivals with their fighting skills. But today, as history stands between the past and the present, slow pace of development has prevented constructive ideas and thoughts from permeating into the society. As they walk ahead, their history obscured by the perils of ignorance, the enduring moments always reminds them of bridging their unveiled past.